8-hour injunction, but we both knew Dexter would keep pushing. That's when the terrible idea formed. What if I didn't stop him? What if I documented everything and let physics deliver justice? I made calls. Dr. Sarah Martinez at Colorado State, flood modeling, 3 weeks before peak melt. 3 hours later, I was driving to Fort Collins with a hard drive of data. Her team built simulations that showed Millbrook Estates underwater for weeks. This isn't flooding, she said. It's relocation. Next came legal armor. Environmental lawyer Rebecca Torres confirmed it. Anyone destroying the dam would face tens of millions of dollars in personal liability. Then we organized the Millbrook Safety Coalition. Flyers, flood maps, addresses, door-to-door truth. The smell of fresh printed disaster maps filled my garage as we prepared to educate an entire neighborhood about what happens when arrogance meets gravity.
Officers, we were just checking for structural damage, Dexter's brother-in-law said, somehow sounding guilty even while describing exactly what they'd been doing. The deputies arrested all 3 men for criminal trespassing and vandalism, but the damage was already done. They had weakened critical support points just enough to guarantee failure during peak snowmelt. Monday morning's court hearing became irrelevant when my structural engineer confirmed the sabotage had created real safety risks. The dam was now genuinely dangerous, not because of age or faulty design, but because it had been deliberately compromised. Your Honor, I told federal judge Patricia Morrison, the defendants have created the very hazard they claim to be preventing. My dam is now unstable, due solely to criminal sabotage. Her ruling was swift and devastating. Emergency demolition would proceed under federal supervision to prevent catastrophic downstream loss of life. Dexter finally got what he wanted, but only after ensuring criminal charges, federal investigations, and personal liability for everything that followed. The irony was flawless. His desperation made destruction inevitable while maximizing consequences. The federally supervised demolition began at 6 a.m. Tuesday beneath heavy gray skies that felt like rehearsal for disaster. I stood on my porch as Army Corps engineers detonated a century of my family's craftsmanship. Controlled explosions rolled across the valley like thunder, announcing the end of an era. Nature, however, refused to wait for official schedules. The first wave of snowmelt hit at 2 p.m., 6 hours earlier than even the most aggressive forecasts. I watched my great-grandfather's pond drain in minutes as 99 years